We've got our biggest fan today with us. Yes, we're going. Hey! This is part 1 on how to make a helmet. Part 2 is touch testing and finishing off the helmet.
We started by cutting the entire helmet out of cardboard. Then when we were happy with it, we cut the parts out of steel, using a grinder with a cut-off wheel and a jigsaw. We then hammered the jaw pieces of the helmet into the shape we wanted. After that, Xander welded the two pieces together until the weld had a large amount of strength so it could withstand damage. We used thick steel as it was one of the only things we had available, except for very thin sheet steel. We knew it would be very heavy, but we wanted this thing to take it easy. We also removed the zinc layer off of the galvanised steel so there will not be fumes when welding. We should have been wearing breathers or respirators, but luckily we were in a well-ventilated area. We now have breathers and use them when removing it off of metals. We wanted to increase the strength of the weld even further, so we added a piece of angle iron. The only piece we had was coated with rust that went deep inside the metal, so it required lots of sanding, filing and grinding to remove it. A lot of sanding. Seriously, loads of sanding. Get the point. After cutting the angle iron to size and welding it to the bottom half of the helmet, Xander sanded down and removed any excess weld. We also cut out some of the other parts of the helmet and marked them up for welding. He then welded on one of the upper parts of the helmet, smoothed the weld with the belt sander, then repeated the process with the other side. At this point the helmet is really coming together. After that was complete, we added the body filler to the outside and around the eyes of the helmet, so that when we sanded down, uneven parts of the helmet and welds would be covered. Next we sanded the body filler. The helmet's surface was a lot more smooth and the welds were less of an eyesore. Finally we added a coat of grey primer and black paint on one side so we can have an idea of what the helmet's going to look like when it's complete.